Hello, everyone. Happy New Year to you all. I hope the new year is going great already. And welcome to a brand new video for 2024. Today, I am sharing a twofer card set. So that means I'm using two different styles for the same sketch. And if the sketch looks familiar, that's because it is the sketch that I used for my last set of cards. So I'm using the December 2023 sheet little card sketch, and Creative Chelsea created a gatefold version of this card and I loved it. So that's what I'm doing today. So to score, you need to score at 1 5/8 and 5 7/8 for this particular style. Now that's not a typical score for gatefold cards. So this one creates the ones you need for this type where you have a bigger right side and then a smaller left side. So I've already gotten my panels ready and I'm adhering them to the front part of my card. And so now I'm going to go ahead and stamp the sentiment on the inside. Now I stuck this little liner pad it is for like dishes in your cupboard or whatever, but I put it at the bottom so it doesn't slide around. And for those of you that don't know, this is the diamond pressed stamp press and I do like it a lot. So you'll see me use it during this video. Now I added some foam tape just to the right side, and then now I'm going to look and work on the little mug. Now, all the supplies that I use will be listed in the description box, and I'll also show you a visual of everything I used at the end of this video if you're interested. So I'm wrapping this little scarf around the mug. Isn't it so cute? So I'm making little chocolate cocoa mugs for this. I'm using all the layers to this little like shooting star stick, and I'm attaching them in gold foil, and on this I'm going to attach these little itty bitty numbers for 2024. This is going to be a little chocolate mug, and so there you see the cup has this little opening that the die creates so that you can stick all your little elements in there. So I'm taking this little peppermint stick and then a little bit of greenery just because I thought it would be a little festive. So I'm taking all these little bits, this little marshmallow, I'm going to add just a little bit of shading, kind of like they've been a little bit toasted. And so I'm going to add a little bit with my Copic marker, and I'm going to do the same thing to all the little marshmallows just on one side. And then I'm going to go ahead and do that to the whipped cream. So just a little bit, just so it has that hint of, it's been warmed already. So I'm going to take some sprinkles and I'm going to add those to the whipped topping. Now, I'm not really a hot chocolate person. Well, actually I kind of am. I think I'm more coffee, but I do enjoy like hot chocolate sometimes. But I'm used to, like, when we were little, like my mom would make it with little abuelita, little tablets, and not with milk, but with water. So it wasn't until I was older that I actually had hot chocolate with like milk. And I just thought, oh my gosh, like this is so different. It's so rich. And so I do like both. But for me, hot chocolate is, with the little tablets, the little abuelita tablets, and some cinnamon, in there also. So anywho, are you team hot chocolate or team coffee? I think I'm definitely more team coffee for the safety of my students in the morning, but I do enjoy both. So now I'm just going to go ahead and take that little chocolate, little bars, and it's so cute. And I'm going to tuck that in as well. And then I think I have all pretty much everything kind of where I want it to. I'm going to go ahead and add a piece of tape just to make sure to hold everything in place so nothing shifts now that I finally decided on everything. And I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of glue to the backs of those things to make sure everything stays in place. And then I'm adding a little bit of glue to these little peppermints, these little clay peppermints. I think they're from Trinity Stamps, and I'm going to attach them to little different places here within the mug, and I'm going to tuck them in between everything. I think that just is so cute. Now, here's a fun fact. I actually don't like peppermint in anything other than like toothpaste or gum. But I don't like mint in ice cream or in like my drinks. I love the natural mint, like in water, the actual plant mint and leaves in water. Love, but I just don't like it in anything else. Isn't that weird? All right. Anywho, so now I'm looking to see where I want to attach the foam tape and the glue to make sure that it doesn't like close up my card. So you have to be a little strategic about where to put this. So I'm going to add that foam tape to the back and attach it to the front of my card. So I hope you guys have had a good holiday. I know the holidays can be a little rough for people, including myself. But I did spend time with my grandbaby. So, it's just taking it a little at a time. But personally, I'm glad that all the, buzz around this time of year is dwindling down and, get back to a little bit more normal chaos. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and add these little peppermints. And so these are also from Pretty Pink Posh. And so you get those two little sections where you can add the little stripe or the little swirly peppermint. And then I'm going to go ahead and attach more little greenery to the bottom. And I love adding all these little details because to me, like, I don't remember who said more is more and less is a bore. They get me. They got me for sure. And so I have pretty much gravitate to that style of just more is more. I'm not a clean and simple person. I think that's actually a style that, if done right, is just stunning and just so beautiful. But at the same time, I feel like it is a style that leaves no room for error because you have to be very intentional about where you put all your elements. So any mistakes you make are going to be visible right away. And so with, adding more details and you have room to make mistakes and cover them up, that's why it works for me. All right, so I attached my little sentiment to the bottom of a hello, and I like that it's small enough so it doesn't hide any of those other elements, but you still have that little sentiment on the front. So I'm just going to take my wink of Stella and just add some glitter or shimmer to the top, along with the little peppermints in the mug also. I think this will complete this set of cards. So here is the final cards, and yeah, I think they came out super, super cute. So fun. Love this Pretty Pink Posh little mug set. All right, so let's take a look at the second version of this card sketch. For the second version, I created some New Year's cards that I want to give to people I just didn't give any Christmas cards to. Now, you see that 2024? That was actually some table scatter that were on the tables. We went out to brunch with a friend, and I asked the hostess, I'm like, do you mind if I take the 2024? She's like, looked at me like, no, that's fine. But I'm like, I think I want to use this. I could use these on my cards. And so I went ahead and just took a few of them. And yeah, I think I made it work. So are you like that? Do you find things around you that you can use in your card making? So I think that I'm going to go ahead and take one of these finished cards to the hostess so she can see I'm not like some, creeper weirdo. But there was a purpose for, taking this table scatter. So I went ahead and clustered all the little elements together. I have this vellum star that's going to sit behind it. And look at how simple, this is much more simple than the other card, but still, look so neat. And just don't forget that you don't want to have any adhesive back there, or else you're not going to be able to open your gatefold card. All right, so let's go ahead and finish it up by getting the inside stamped. And so I'm stamping this greeting on the inside. This is actually from a birthday set, but it works for New Year's, right? May this year be your best ever. So yeah. And so I'm going to go ahead and attach this to the inside of the card. And then I will add some little star confetti around it just to finish it up. You don't see that now. I did this as an afterthought, but you'll see it in the cards at the end. So look at that, how simple. And I love how that came out. So here are the cards for today. So this one was definitely more elaborate just because of the embellishment that I put on the front, but very simple. And definitely you can make this as more complex or more simple as you want. But this is an awesome sketch, and thanks to Creative Chelsea for giving the measurements for making this gatefold style, which I definitely love. So thanks for that, and thank you so much for sticking around. Next, I will share the supplies that I use to create these 2 cards if you're interested. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching today. Here are the supplies that I used. So for the sentiments on the front of the card and the inside of the other card, this is from Heffy Doodle. It's called Holiday Sentiment Duos, and I love this set so much. You can see you have lots of different occasions, and I love that it has that main sentiment at the top and then that sub-sentiment underneath. So I love this set. Definitely recommend it. So that's what I used for the sentiment there. And I used it for the inside of this chocolate hot cocoa mug. And then I also used a bunch of different sets from Pretty Pink Posh. I definitely shop my stash. And so you do need the main die, which is the winter mug die. And you have the mug, and then you have the little peppermint stick, the snowflake. And then I also used the little marshmallow out of this one. I also used the graduation mug additions. And for that, I used the little shooting star stick. So I grabbed that one out of there. From the holiday mug additions, I ended up using the little peppermint. So that's like the bigger peppermint there. And then the 2 little sprigs on the bottom right that I forgot to point to. And then this is the Valentine Mug Additions. I love this one. I use the whipped cream topping for that. I'm probably going to use this one again for Valentine's. It's so cute. And then this is the Fall Mug Additions. And I hadn't used this until now to pull out that little scarf, but isn't it so cute? It's probably one of my favorite elements, and I just adore that little scarf. It's so, so cute. And so, yeah, so these are the sets that I had in my stash that I went through and pulled out all the different things that I wanted to use. But I love this holiday mug edition set from Pretty Pink Posh. So many cute things that you can do with it. So, and I actually have more, but these are the ones that I used. Thank you again so much for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing. I appreciate it always. So I will see you in the next video. Bye.